Hello everyone, it is Nicole, BKA Omo Imo. Today I'm coming with a color. I won't say tutorial, I'll just call it a color journey. As I said before, I'm a licensed cosmetologist. And I just recently cut my hair. Like, you don't know what my hair looked like underneath the scarf. It wasn't like it was much longer than this. I wouldn't characterize this as a big chop per se. But I guess in a sense it is because it's like significantly shorter than it was. But in any case, I really like it. I'm excited because my edges are growing back in. Stress, anemia, poor nutrition because French fries are delicious, and a wealth of other things like vitamin deficiencies played into this. So, I mean, if you had seen this like 2 months ago or even 3 months ago, you'd be like, okay, these edges been snatched. But and not in the good way. But they're on their way back in. This is always been like this. It's cowlicks. That's what that is. But anyway, I have a new friend here and here. But we didn't come to talk about that. We came to talk about my color journey. So since my hair is so short and I have a propensity to color my hair anyway, it's been dark for, I would say, maybe like 6 months or so. It's summertime, it's short, it's cute or whatever. So I am going to lift it and then I'm going to deposit another color onto it, which will be like a 7BC. In layman's terms, it's like a dark blonde, copper, red, whatever. So we're going to do that today. The only thing I can promise you is that I'm going to do my best. As we like to say in the old Baptist church, charge it to my heart. No, that's not what we used to say. No good. We used to say, charge it to my head and not my heart. But like I said before, like if I waited for everything to be perfect, nothing would get done. So I'm going to go ahead and shoot this to the best of my abilities with no tripod and probably some varying lighting. Very various. Anyway, again, didn't ask me for all of that. So we're going to get started. And hoping for the best. Okay, y'all. I'm going to be using Light Insider and also Color Insider. So I'm going to start with this. This gives about 6 levels of lift. And it's a cream lightener, so I feel a little bit safer with this because this is an oil-infused developer. So I think my hair will be safely lifted. The budget did not allow for Neobond or Olaplex. So I think I'll be safe lifting my hair using this lightening system. And then once I've rinsed that out, I'm going to use the Color Insider 7BC. Like I was mentioning before. These are all of the tools that I'm going to be using. I have my color key here that I'm going to use to squeeze out my color. I'm going to use my measuring cup here. I have my timer. I have some gloves, my little mixer, which I think is adorbs, a color bowl, and I have more than one brush, but I bought this. It was an impulse buy. It was next to the lightener. I was feeling good. $2 I didn't need to spend, but I spent it, okay? And I think I already introduced to you my timer, so we're gonna back up off of that. So, going to get started with the lightening process. Okay, so I mixed my lightener together. I like it because it has like a little bit of a blue base into it, which is going to give me a little bit of toning. So it shouldn't be too yellow, or blue cancels out orange, so it shouldn't be too orange or brassy. even though I'm going to put in something that has a little bit of an orange tint, you still want it to be as balanced as possible, just in case you want to do, maybe if I want to do more of a blonde, it's going to help me be more ashy. Again, we'll get into color theory later. So we're going to start applying. Okay, cats and birds. Of course, I would find a way to get it on my face. So anyway, I have finished applying. I think I have pretty good coverage everywhere. So you're not supposed to use heat with this, but I am going to get a plastic cap to use like natural body heat to help with the processing time. So we're going to wait for 50 minutes. That is back at 0. So 50 minutes is the processing time. I'm going to leave it on there probably until I see what I want. But if it takes the whole 50 minutes, that should be fine. So let me get a plastic cap real quick and put this on my little pea head. Okay, kiddos, we're going to put this plastic cap on just to help with processing and the lifting process. Body heat only, not going to get under the dryer. It specifically says not to use any heat. Body heat don't count. So I will say this, I really like the consistency of this. I feel like with color placement, this is really good in the sense that wherever you place it, that's where it's going to stay. You don't have to worry about it glooping or glopping all over the place. So if you have a pretty quality brush and you use a cream base with a little bit of powder, I guess, lightener, you're gonna have like really good results. You see how I'm like shaking it and it's still just like good. So I like that. Again, the processing time is 50 minutes. It's already been on for 5. I'm really just gonna leave it on to see what level I get to. If I get to the level I want, then I'm gonna go ahead and rinse it. If it takes a little while longer, then I'm just gonna go for the entirety of the 50 minutes. But so far we're getting some pretty good lift. Like, I like it. I could see some stuff happening as I was putting it on, but so far so good. We're doing pretty good. And as you can see, I'm kind of like agitating it. What that does is kind of roughs the cuticle a little bit, and it helps with the process. You don't necessarily have to do that. It depends on your comfort level, but it does help, kind of, move things along. But in the meantime, we're going to put this plastic cap back on. Going to watch an episode of my favorite K-drama. Off to it. This is what we got. But we do have a few dark spots. Like here and in the back. Don't know how I did that. But again, it's a process. So I'm gonna go back in with a shampoo cap. So we're gonna hit these little spots here just to get it lifted a little bit, and here, of course, where even though I looked in the mirror, apparently hindsight is not 2020. So for this, I'm using Blonde Me. I'm going to use this 20 volume developer again, and I'm using this shampoo. So I'm gonna mix it actually pretty quick and dirty, so I don't know why I have this in here. So I have like a quarter of a scoop of Blonde Me. I'm gonna put an equal amount of shampoo to kind of saturate it, and I'm gonna put an equal amount of developer in there to saturate as well. So this is after round 2 of the shampoo cap. Still have a few little dark spots, but we're going to lend that to dimension. But we did get rid of at least that dark spot, which was pretty major. Yeah, that was pretty major. So we have a little more balance there. Now, if I want to stay here, I could. I mean, I would definitely need to tone it with like an ash or a blue-based, green-based or blue-based. No, blue-based, because it's orange. A blue-based color, but since we're kind of going for a reddish color, we should be good. So what I've decided to do is do a 6 BR on the bottom and then do my 7 BC at the top. Let's go. Round 2, tools and product. So my Color Insider color, 6 BR. And for the top, the 7 BC. My measuring cup for my developer. Brush for application on the top, brush for application on the back and the sides. 2 bowls. This one is going to help me remember which color I actually put in the bowl, along with the brushes, of course. The developer for the special color, color key, mixer, gloves. Side note, I usually like to use a scale, but since I don't have one, that's why I'm using the cup. Kicking it old school. And usually on color like tubes, they'll have like indicators of how much you're actually using. This probably isn't the sharpest, but that's an indicator, and that's an indicator. I'm only going to use 1 ounce of each because I don't have a lot of hair. I may use 1.5 ounces for the top, I don't know, but for the most part, if ever in the clutch, or in a pinch rather, this is clutch. So this and this. Okay guys, so this is it. It's a little coppery on the top and a little reddish brown on the bottom. I'm gonna take it over to the daylight so you can see it a little better. So this is what we got. I'm pretty pleased with the results. Pretty happy. Now I'm just gonna put a little product on there and get it looking a little smoother. Okay everyone, here is the finished product. If you look really close, you can see the BR and the copper. So there is a little bit of differentiation, but not a whole lot. But I still like it, you know, it's light, it's fun for the summer. So technically this is a color fail. I failed at the exact look I was going for, but I'm not mad at it. It's actually giving me a little bit of license and leeway to do kind of a blonde thing that I haven't done in a while, and more of a uniform blonde look, I guess, for lack of a better term. So I really like it. As you can see, I put a little makeup on, got a little light. I mean, this still looks like Mount Vesuvius as well as this, but hey, You know, Auntie was looking a little tired. If you're gonna do a color video and, you know, you want to look a little sassy, you're gonna do a light beat, a little light beat. So I put like a little makeup on so you would get the full effect, foolish effect of how it turned out. Because I usually look like I broke out of prison when I'm not smiling or wearing makeup. Like, okay, she look a little mean. And I, in all reality, am a little mean. I just felt like I owed you a little bit of makeup this time, because the first video I made, I didn't have no makeup on, and I just did my hair, so I just felt obligated to give you some makeup. So in the time-lapse video, I realized that once I went back and rewatched it, like, you didn't see nothing I was holding up because it was that fast. So I used some Verb leave-in mist. I used their hydrating mask before, and I really liked how my hair felt, and I love the way this stuff smells. It, you know, it don't spray out that easy. Of course, it sprayed out easy that time because I'm on camera, but it smells lovely and it makes my hair feel really good. So I'll probably be using this every day since I just blew my cuticles up. And the other thing I think I should do the next time I deposit the color is use a 10 volume, because the 10 volume is only gonna give you one level of lift, so to speak. So it's gonna deposit. It's strictly for deposit. So instead of opening the cuticle a little more to get the color in, my cuticles were already open. I should have used a 10 volume probably to get the result that I really wanted. Okay, enough color school. So this Verb leave-in mist. Okay, so that, and then foaming pomade. Any natural will tell you. Almost any natural will tell you. You can't see this, but anyway, foaming pomade, as soon as you apply it to your hair, them curls be like, yes. So it's not for everyone, but it works for me. I like foaming pomade by Paul Mitchell. This is Urban Hydration honey mousse, style mousse. I'll be honest with you, not in love with it at all. But I bought it, and I'm one of those dogmatic people that's like, you bought it, you finna use all of it. And then good old Eco Styler, don't nothing take care of me like Eco. Eco Styler be doing it for me. And the green stuff, I don't mess with nobody but the green. That red don't do nothing to these. Definitely not the black castor oil, black seed, whatever that stuff is. That fake. I don't even do it. This right here, this my boy, this my girl. This non-binary, I don't know, but Eco Styler be doing it for me. And that's all I did. And then a boar bristle brush to, you know, kind of tame the edges, shape a little bit, you know. Whatever. So that's what I did. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you liked it, subscribe. If you didn't, subscribe. All right.